Hey everyone, today I'm going to review this Z-Pack right here. This is the Arc Scout, and they call it a 50-liter pack. I would say maybe 50 liters. I don't know. It seems a little smaller than that to me. However, it is supposed to be a kid's pack. So, and I'm an adult using it. I've got a smaller torso, so it works for me. And I'm kind of just doing this to talk about Z-Packs in general. But this is specifically the Arc Scout. However, it's very applicable for the other Dyneema composite fabric backpacks that Zpacks makes. So, this guy retails for, let's see, $325, and it weighs 19.3 ounces. Crazy light. So that's actually why I got this. It saved me a couple ounces. You know, sometimes I get a little crazy about that, but I did go for the lightest option, and for me it works out just fine. It might be a little short for other people, and kind of be more around your waist instead of your hips. But anyway, let's talk about some of the features on this. It's got this big exterior pocket, which I wasn't sure I was gonna like at first, but you know, I really love having this. You can just throw all your whatever gear you want to have access to. Like, let's say you're throwing on your down jacket, taking your down jacket on and off, or your wind layer or something like that. Boom, just throw it on the outside. Super easy. Throw some snacks out there, like your first aid kit or something like that. It fits a lot on this exterior pocket. It's a huge volume. I think they say it's like 8 liters or something. I think that's pretty realistic. So that's awesome. And it's got these two big exterior pockets for water bottles. If you use smart water bottles, you can fit 2 liters on each side. That's what I like to do. And it's a perfect match for that. And then you have this cordage on the side that you can tuck over the tops of your smart water bottles right here, and that holds them in really snugly. Even if you're like climbing or something, that holds it in tight enough. You want to make sure to have that snug. I have had once a smart water bottle slip out, and of course it was a terrible place for it to happen. It went careening down a frozen waterfall. I had to yell for people below me. Yeah, not a good situation. So anyway, that's something to be conscious about. But when you cinch them down, they're awesome. They work really well. And then the last real feature, I mean, besides standard backpacks, for an ultralight pack, this is excellent. Check this thing out. You can get this air gap right here. So you stretch out it's got just some little fiberglass pieces right here, rods, and you just cinch it down, and you get this air gap right here in the back, and that really works well. Dyneema does not breathe at all. It's not a comfortable fabric to have against your skin. So anyway, if you throw that little air vent back there, boom, there you have it. It makes a huge difference. As far as everything else goes, it's got, you know, normal chest strap. It's got a waist strap. They are very adjustable and nice. These waist straps are actually awesome for being ultralight. So it's got that going on. It also has 2 loops down here at the bottom that you can maybe throw, like, I think it would just fit like a Thermarest ridge rest or something in there, or one of the folding ones. It would probably just fit that. But, you know, it's not really meant to have stuff tied on the outside. Let's say you have a wet item of clothes or something, I'll loop that on there. But overall, this pack is awesome. Dyneema composite fabric is crazy strong. Like, this is supposed to be purely an ultralight backpack. I've used this thing canyoneering. I've used this climbing crazy mountains, straight up mountaineering type stuff. I use it rock climbing. I use it probably how it's not supposed to be used, but it still holds up. I mean, look, this is all really the damage it's gotten is these frays in the water bottle pockets. That seems to be the area that gets the most use right there and gets the most contact. I mean, even the bottom has held up pretty well, all things considered. So literally that's all, and I've had this pack for years. I beat the heck out of it. I use it all summer climbing mountains, use it sliding through slot canyons, getting it grinding against the side, and really that's like those little fray marks. That's about it. And the nature of Dyneema, it's so strong. So I haven't even bothered patching it yet because it's just strong enough that I really don't have to worry about it. I will at some point patch it, of course, but I mean, it's been like that with those holes for a long time, and no problem. So anyway, I really just wanted to kind of let you know that though it's an ultralight pack, it's got a lot more utility than people give it credit for. I mean, these things are super durable for being an ultralight pack. Dyneema's awesome. I fully endorse that as a fabric. I love it. The downside really is the clamminess you get from it being up against your skin, but because of that system they have, the arc system, to get it off your back, that alleviates a ton of that sweat and condensation buildup that you'd normally see. A couple, I guess, other little features, just so you know, it does have a little port right here, so you could use it with a camelback. There's a small gap right here that you can see, that little triangle part. So that's so you could throw out a camelback hose. And then on the inside, there's a little bit of webbing right there, a little loop that you could clip your camelback to if you use a camelback. So it is compatible for that. It's super basic though. It is literally just an open backpack in there. There's no compartments or anything like that. So it's purely utility, super basic. And let's see, I'll just show you how it works too. It's got this Velcro on the top, roll top like this, like you would with a dry bag. That's what a lot of the Dyneema packs do. And a little clip right there. And then there's also a secondary clip that comes over the top that you can clip down for a little extra security, or if you need a strap. Like I use this for a rope actually. I'll put the rope through this little tiny strap right there, and that's really enough. Even with these little baby buckles, that holds my 70-meter climbing rope no problem. And I'll use this literally as my approach pack, climb up whatever, cliffs, whatever, with this thing, and it works. And literally that's the only damage after years of doing that kind of stuff on this pack. I can't say that that's going to be the same experience for everyone else, but for me, it's really held up well, considering that this is supposed to just be like a thru hiker, and it's great for that too. If you're a thru hiker, super awesome pack. It'll totally work for you. The downside with this one in particular, the Scout, and this is an older model, so maybe they fixed that. These little tiny straps. I mean, that's not very wide for having a lot of weight on your shoulder, and for me at least, since usually it's pretty dense what I'm carrying, like climbing ropes and water and all that, it'll get to you a little bit. And I've seen other Z packs where they have a wider strap, so that does come into play. They say that you can have a load of up to 35 pounds in this guy. I definitely have had 35 pounds. I feel like I probably had more, and it was okay with that too. They of course have to be conscious of their marketing, and they don't want to tell you, hey, it holds 40 and maybe it fails at 40. But in my experience, no issues with that. So, and then one last cool feature is this hip, the waist strap right here. It's got multiple ways to adjust it, so you can really, since it's got these two different adjustment points, you can really tailor it for your needs. Let me show that up close. So it's got these two different straps like that, and you can really just get it fine-tuned, adjusted for. And honestly, if you're through hiking or something, if you're doing 20 plus miles a day, your body kind of changes throughout that day, where the water's being held, how much food you've eaten, all those things. So as you need to, you can adjust these straps to be comfortable fitting for you. Overall, I love this pack. This is like my go-to everything backpack. For day hiking, for backpacks. You know, I couldn't really go, like a week is about as long as I can go in this little guy, even with all my ultralight stuff. So that's something to be mindful of. And again, this is the kids version, so like, okay, yeah, that makes sense. But otherwise, this is just top-notch pack, and it's so light. I mean, when you feel this backpack, it is. So, my camera died because of the cold weather. Of course, that kills batteries. So I got cut off talking about the Z pack here. But it's basically wrapping up anyway. Just gotta say, it is an excellent backpack. One of the most incredible ultralight, I mean just backpacks in general, but it is so light. It is an incredible backpack. I love this thing. I would fully recommend it and endorse it to anyone. I love these backpacks. I own a different one as well. That's how much I liked it. I got a different one to try to even save on a little more weight. But just in general, this is my favorite backpack. It's my everything backpack, and I love it. So thank you.